Welcome to Heritage Christian School's admissions office. I have the pleasure of meeting with prospective parents of almost 600 students each school year. This high level of interest shows that parents are looking for a Christ-centered education that emphasizes both spiritual and intellectual growth. Let's take a tour. It is such a joy to tour our beautiful campus with prospective families. They learn how Heritage offers an excellent biblical worldview curriculum that sharpens students' abilities in preparation for college and beyond. Families see the opportunities for students to use their God-given talents and to glorify God through fine arts, athletics, and a wide variety of extracurricular activities. God has truly blessed our school. I often hear from potential families how much they desire to have their children at Heritage Christian School. However, after sharing the mission of Heritage Christian with these prospective families, only 1/3 of these students will actually enroll and fill our empty seats. Why don't more students enroll? The number one reason is financial. Although many Christian families desperately want their children discipled in God's truth, they simply cannot afford the cost of tuition. So many families leave my office heartbroken. Many that apply are single-income families and often have dedicated their lives to full-time Christian ministry. Sometimes a family can only afford one child, but not the other children. Most of them are simply part of the growing middle class. Mission Impact's annual fund goal is to be good stewards of God's resources so that we can provide a Christian education to more students at a time when families need it most.
I want to say thank you to all the generous donors to the annual fund, because God has given us a miracle through your gifts. Our journey to Heritage is a pure picture for us of God's love for the Stone family. I felt God calling us to check out Heritage, but I could not see how it could possibly work. I told my children that I didn't think they would be able to go there. There was just no way on an associate pastor income and my husband's disability checks that we could afford Heritage. I told them if they were able to go to Heritage Christian School, it would be nothing short of a miracle. Well, God's miracle came in the form of your generosity. Your gift gave our daughter Chloe new eyes to see the world around her after 2 years of bullying. You gave her the environment to build the courage to trust that God was showing her a safe place to be herself and to learn more about Him. She thanks us on a regular basis for finding a way for her to be at Heritage. Your generous gift did that, and it didn't stop there. We have an 8-year-old son, Cameron, who also asked to attend Christian school. His heart longed for more kids who shared his values. Your investment is gaining interest as he pursues more of what God has planned for him. I know you had other options for how to share the money God's given you. I want you to know that because you chose to give to Heritage, we got to experience God's miracle that has changed us all. Thank you.
A Christian education has been so important to my family. I feel so blessed to be at Heritage.
Heritage Christian School is part of the Christian heritage of my family and now of our kids. They're always going to be able to look back on that common thread that exists, that God's faithfulness has been there and they have been loved well by teachers that are part of Heritage Christian School and by other families throughout the years. It's absolutely an irreplaceable experience for my kids, and I know for myself and my siblings as well.
It would be really hard for us to think that our kids wouldn't be at Heritage, that they wouldn't have those experiences and those teachers. Heritage has been a huge blessing for us, and there have been times over the years when I think if we didn't have the financial assistance, it would have been impossible for us to have our kids at Heritage.
I'm so, so thankful for people who have a greater vision to say this goes beyond their own children or their own grandchildren being able to attend Heritage, but they are able to branch out and reach out to others who can benefit from that as well. And we're very, very grateful for that.
Our goal with the annual fund is to make Heritage Christian School accessible to as many students as possible. We thank you for your support. What a wonderful way to create a lasting legacy through Christian education.